After interviewing Isaiah, I thought it was interesting when he said that his parents worked really hard while growing up, because when he said that, I instantly brought it back to him today in college. Isaiah is about ready to graduate in the spring. He has an internship, and he's going back to get his master's. So I just think that goes to show how big of an impact his parents has had on his success today. I also thought it was really interesting when Isaiah said that he would rate racism on a scale of 1 to 10 of 5 or 6. Because in all honesty, I thought that racism was nearly over. And I know that sounds crazy. I mean, I had no idea, but to hear that from Isaiah, like, really opened my eyes, I guess. In all honesty, I thought that Isaiah's upbringing and my upbringing were kind of similar. I mean, he said that he's from a middle-class family. He went to church every Sunday. Isaiah played sports growing up. He was close with his family. And I mean, all of those qualities fit under my upbringing as well. So I kind of relate. I think the biggest difference is, 1, race, but 2, location. I feel like location is key. I mean, I grew up in a tiny little town outside of Pullman, and he's from Tacoma, and I feel like, depending on where you grow up, it has a huge factor on the experiences you're going to have. Overall, I feel like this was a huge learning experience. I mean, you read about racism and you read about, like, statistics and everything, but actually hearing it from Isaiah really opened my eyes. It made me realize that it actually happens today, which is unfortunate. And when Isaiah was talking about getting pulled over at night in Tacoma, he was saying how sometimes at night he was afraid when he was driving, or like whenever he passed a cop, he would always, double think, like, oh, is that cop going to turn around? And little things like that. That's just a minor experience, but it's really unfortunate that just because of race that they have to, like, think of those little things, because that would never cross my mind. And that just kind of goes to show how society still isn't over racism. And lastly, I thought that the most interesting thing, and I liked it, is when Isaiah said that if he had to give advice to African American children, he would say stay in school, because, the stereotypical black person would be, like, work on those free throws in, like, basketball or sports, but I think Isaiah made it, like, a very valid point that school's important. No matter what race, it's important, and yeah, I'm glad that he pointed that out. And that is it. Thank you, Isaiah!